when the footage began to play. A car she didn't recognize and could barely see in the dark pulled into their driveway. Someone, not sure if they were male or female, got out of the car, waited at the front door for a moment before it opened from the inside, and the person stepped in. 11 minutes later, this person and Levi exited the home and got in the vehicle, pulling out of the driveway and driving away. It looked so natural. It had to be someone he knew, otherwise why would he let them into the house? But who were they, and what did they want with a 12-year-old? She recorded the video onto her phone and took Axel back to the house, where she discovered a police officer, Lucas, and Kylie all waiting for her.
Okay, now that we're all here, Annie, why don't you tell me what happened tonight and this morning from the beginning?
I put Axel to bed around 8:30 last night. Levi and I stayed up and watched a new episode of our favorite cooking show with Gordon Ramsay. He went to bed after the episode at 10. I'm assuming he messed around on his phone until later than that. I went to bed around midnight after I talked to Lucas on his 11:30 break. Around 3:30 I had to use the bathroom and I checked on both boys. They were in bed and asleep. I got up at 5:45 and woke Axel up first because he's much harder to get out of bed. Then after I got cartoons on for him, I went upstairs to wake Levi up. He wasn't in his bed. I figured he got up by himself and was already in the shower, but they were both empty. I checked the entire house, and he wasn't there. I called his mom, and then you and his father. The alarm was never triggered, so I knew he left on his own. I went to the neighbors next door and saw this on their security footage.
She pulled up the footage she had of her neighbor's outside camera and showed everyone. They all gasped when they saw Levi get into this person's car and just take off. He wasn't answering calls or texts, and his location was turned off.
Who the hell was that? I've never seen that car before, and he doesn't know anyone old enough to drive that I know of besides his parents. I can't even tell if that's a man or woman.
We're going to need a copy of that, and we're going to need to talk to all of your neighbors. That will be our greatest chance at finding new leads.
And I want this woman arrested for child endangerment and criminal negligence.